What's going on, guys? This is Mikeinoid, and today we are going to be customizing my PlayStation 5 controller. The PS5 has been out for 4 months now, and even though they are still very hard to get right now, the controller has been available to purchase online and in retail stores. The DualSense controller is starting to become one of my favorite controllers. Not only is it very comfortable, but its haptic feedback and adaptive triggers have been really fun to use. The white and black look is still the only option to choose from right now as of making this video. If you're already bored of this color scheme but don't want to wait to buy a $70 controller just to have a different color like myself, then customizing is your best option. A company called ExtremeRate reached out to me and sent me 2 different products to try out. We have their black replacement buttons and a gold trim plate for the DualSense controller. They even sent the tools that we will be needing to make the swaps and instructions to get the 1-year warranty if any of these products were to break. So I'm going to go ahead and begin the operation using the videos ExtremeRate have on their YouTube channel. Let's get started. So replacing the trim plate is by far the easiest thing. All you have to do is pop out the original plate with the opening tool, and then you could just enter in the new plate, which takes about a minute. You get these rings that go around the analog sticks, and it tells you to swap out, but the ones that are already in work just fine, so I just kept those in. Now for replacing the buttons, that you have to take apart the controller. I've opened up a couple of devices, including a DS Lite and a 3DS XL, and I will honestly say that opening up this is way easier. I understand that not everyone is comfortable to open up their devices, but following the videos makes it really simple. The whole process will take you about an hour if you're new to this sort of stuff. Just remember to take your time, take breaks if you have to, but like I said, it's not too difficult. The only thing that was challenging was plugging back in the ribbon cables, but other than that, everything went good. I actually just kept the 4 triggers since, for one, they're already black, so I didn't feel like I needed to swap those out. And 2, the back triggers required a little bit more additional steps, so I just skipped those steps and the whole process went by quicker. But if you got different colors, then most likely you're going to do those back triggers. Like I said earlier, they do provide the opening tool and the screwdriver, and even extra screws in case you lose the original ones, which is really cool. I forgot to mention that. But you might need a pair of tweezers like these for areas that you might have trouble reaching, so just keep that in mind. I now have the buttons and trim plate replaced. Let's power it on. Alright, we're all set. The best way to see if the controller is working properly is to play Astro's Playroom. That game literally uses every part of the controller, so you should be able to get input from the buttons, hear audio from the speakers, feel the controller rumbling, all that good stuff. So before I give my thoughts about the products, I just want to let everybody know that ExtremeRate just sent the stuff for me to review. I'm still giving my 100% honest opinions just to make things clear. So being 100% honest, I have to say, these are a lot cooler than I thought they were going to be. Like, I thought the buttons were just going to be cheap plastic, but no, they feel really good. They almost have the same texture as the controller itself. I mean, you can still feel the difference, but it's still really nice. And the gold trim plate is just gorgeous. Like, it's so pretty to look at. Like, I'm looking at it while I'm doing this voiceover. It's just pretty. But since it's that shiny plastic, this will be a fingerprint magnet, which I know a lot of people don't like. So it's a good thing that they have options to choose from, and you can even choose trim plates that have the same texture as the buttons. They even sell custom touchpads, so you can go further with the controller customization. One thing I hope they add to their button selection are some that have the cross, triangle, square, and circle prints on them. For me, it's really not a big deal. I've played my fair share of PlayStation, so I know the button layout pretty well. I would just like to see that extra detail though. Like, the triggers they provided had the engravings of which button it was, so I just thought it was a little bit weird that the actual face buttons didn't have something like that. But honestly, that might not be a deal breaker for most people. Maybe you like that simplistic look, which I could totally understand. Like, I'm digging just the plain black, like, don't get me wrong. I just would like to see them have that, you know, those extra options. But other than that, everything looks and feels good. I had no trouble snapping in the plate and putting in the buttons. I highly recommend these products for anyone who is looking to customize their DualSense controller. Well, that's going to be it for today's video. I just want to give a huge shout out to ExtremeRate for sending me this stuff and giving me the opportunity to review their products. They're actually the first company I got to work with for a video, so I was very excited to do this. The button replacements cost $12.99. The trim plates cost $14.99. And the touch pads cost $9.99. You can find all of these on Amazon. The links will be in the description below, as well as the tutorial videos on their channel. Or if you would like to save 10% on these products and more, you can go to gamingcobra.com using the link in the description, which automatically applies the discount code Mikeinoid to your purchase. Let me know if you guys have done any sort of customization to your consoles or controllers down in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching, and of course, I will see you guys in the next one. Take care. Man, I still can't believe the PS5 is hard to find. How is Sony going to keep allowing this nonsense?